everyone, I'm JamaicanEddie08 and I've decided to make another video. This time, well, do you know the user PeytontheRiolu? Well, seeing as how many people have already ranted on him and figuring how he's already deactivated, I thought I could give my own personal thoughts on what I think of PeytontheRiolu, as well as share what I really think of the guy. So, without being said, let's dive in. Also, I have Freedom Planet playing in the background, just in case if you guys get bored or something. Also, I have a new editing software, which was recommended, which is, Hit Film 4 Express. So, enough about that. Let's dive into the PeytontheRiolu thing. Anyways, for those of you that don't know, I'm actually a Christian. Yes, I respect the big man in the sky. Yay! But, here's the thing. I don't really tend to bring my religion into social media because, well, there's always gonna be those people that are like, they don't really seem to care about your religion, or, well, like, some will respect your religion, I get that, but some just don't want to hear it, and that's fine, because, you know, they're obviously doing their own thing, and they might have a different point of view on how the world was created and stuff like that. And that's perfectly fine, because if we all learn about different religions, then we all learn new stuff about each other. However, as you all know, TheNamesJunkie already mentioned saying that there you get a few bad apples of the bunch of people who try to express their religion. And those are usually the ones who shove their views down everybody else's throat and expect them to, you know, to read it and stuff like that when we don't want to. Now, seeing how that TheNamesJunkie and Natasha has already ripped into PeytontheRiolu, I'm just going to be giving my personal thoughts on, like I said, what I think of him. So, what do I think of PeytontheRiolu? Well, I never really liked the guy in the first place. Well, as you all know, he is a Christian, or so he thinks, is that he goes around attacking people who are gay, bisexual, transgender, well, basically anything that isn't straight. Now, here's something you should all know, and before any of these social justice warriors begin to call me out on my video about what I did on Kindred Ghoul, let me just tell you, I stopped it and I deleted it. So there. Anyways, as I was saying, you are okay in my book. I will still be your friend if you are gay, bisexual, transgender, or queer, or anything like that. Because trust me, because in the Bible it says you're supposed to love thy neighbor. And that's what I'm going to do. And it also says you should treat others how you want to be treated. Now, listen, while I agree with what Peyton is saying that, you know, gays shouldn't be allowed in heaven and such, this is where I draw the line, and this is where it makes me question my, you know, overall beliefs and stuff like that. Because when I was walking home from college, by the way, I had half term, so I had to go to a session, but I didn't really go there because it was just about coursework. But anyways, getting off topic, when I was walking home to my grandma's from college, I saw my vicar, who, well, not my vicar, but the vicar from the church, which is ironically next door and down the back where my grandma's fence is. So there is a church there, and I asked the vicar, and I said, vicar, if you saw a gay couple on the street, what would you do? Would you A, tell them that they shouldn't be together, throw a Bible at them and tell them to go to church, or B, leave them alone? And you know what he answered with? He said that he would leave them alone, which is the perfect logical explanation of what I would actually do too. Because, let me just ask you, and let me just ask Peyton, if you're going to go around and attack people's artwork for quote-unquote being, I don't know, gay or something like that, then you are literally absolutely disgusting. Because, listen, I overall question your overall sanity and your overall humanity. Also, that's another thing I like to bring up. PeytontheRiolu, right before he deactivated, thought he was a Pokemon. Okay, now, while I agree that I used to think I was a Sonic character back in the day, well, when I was a kid, but the difference is that I was like 6 to 7 years old, and I literally thought that, yeah, I was a Sonic character. I thought I was Metal Sonic. Yeah, I know it's a bit embarrassing, but hey, I was a child back then, so I didn't know any better. What's Peyton's excuse? Like, he literally thinks he's a Pokemon. I don't know what to say about that, other than Peyton is really messed up in the head. And here's another thing I'd like to understand about Peyton, is that while he thinks that God will punish those who are gay or bisexual or transgender and, well, LGBT, let's just shorten it as that, LGBT. Yeah, let's just say that. And then he'll just go around attacking people for their artwork. Say if he was in the Splatoon community, say if he just got into Splatoon and he actually thought he was an inkling male, and his girlfriend who actually thought she was an inkling female, right? And then afterwards I would draw, like, I don't know, get an example. Daniel, Nazi 14's character Daniel and Jay's character together, and they were both, you know, kissing and stuff like that. And then afterwards Peyton would comment on my thing saying, if they're gay, I'm going to puke. And I'm going to be like, yes, they are gay. And then he starts overreacting, and this is me. Dude, listen. This is only somebody else's thing. And if you don't like what you don't see, then don't comment. And this is what I don't understand with Peyton. Like, why would you go to this extent to make other people suffer? Like, why would you go around attacking people just because they're gay or bisexual or something like that? Like, I don't understand this. This is just literally, you're just literally asking people to literally get trolls to attack you. Which is what actually happened. Trolls did attack him. And then afterwards he got deactivated. But I don't really know if it was the DA admins or somebody hacked him and got him deactivated. But we will never know. I don't know, because I already saw the videos about him, so that's what I'm guessing. But out of all the things that really bug me about Peyton, I just really don't even understand about this. Also, I'd also like to note that he even went as far as to accuse other Christian users, yes, other Christian users of DA, for defending the LGBT people. Like, one person even said that the LGBT people even go by the Bible, which is surprising, to be honest. And, like, he just basically said that they are supporting this and all of that. And also, another thing I'd like to add to Peyton is that he doesn't accept criticism. He doesn't take criticism, and he overreacts when people call him out for tracing and stuff like that. That's what happened to Natasha. Natasha actually made a comment on PeytontheRiolu's journal, which I will read out. So she said on the journal, which she then said, which was the comment, she said, you know, you show a lot of promise, and I understand why you've been tracing. You're trying to learn the style, but still, you shouldn't post things that are blatantly traced. And please, as an artist that has been learning how to copy styles over the years, I know, from years of experience, you can't be that precise. You would have some rough sketch, and if you traced over the sketch, that's fine. Just come forward with it, and people won't say you're stealing. I don't want you to stop as an artist, because I think you have a lot of promise. But you need to move past this phase. Thank you for reading this, and I hope you understand. Kitty face! You know what Peyton did? He flagged Natasha's comment as spam and blocked her, which prompted her to make a message to PeytontheRiolu, which the message then said, Dear PeytontheRiolu, look, I was seriously trying to help you. We've all been through a tracing stage. Yeah, that's sort of true with me. I've been through a tracing stage. I even regret tracing something that I shouldn't have done. But anyways, back to this journal. But you need to move on if you want to be a real artist. A lot of us believe that you have talent and are honestly trying to help you, but tracing and lying about it, especially when it's incredibly blatant, isn't going to help. You need to accept criticism and critique if you want to grow as an artist. I understand why you're tracing and you've been trying to learn the style, but at the very least, you need to give credit to the image you traced. It's fine if you're using tracing as a means to learn. That's actually how I've been learned different anime styles and manga styles, but I don't post them on the internet and claim it as my own. You claim that you aren't tracing, just being really precise. And as an artist who has been learning over the years how to copy styles, I can tell you for certain the level of precision isn't nearly impossible, even for a seasoned artist with decades of experience. No, I'm not claiming that I am a seasoned artist, just an example. Please ditch the tracing paper and see what you're truly capable of. Thank you. And see, this is what literally makes me question why. And yes, this is what he literally does. So let's just say if I commented saying that you need to stop tracing, but because I see you have a lot of promise as an artist. I mean, haven't we all traced something before when we were like kids? Like freehand copied stuff? I know I have. But then afterwards, like, because, you know, I accept criticism every now and then. Sure, it hurts when people crush your spirits, but it helps you grow as an artist. I mean, I've accepted the criticism before. I mean, like, on Discord, whenever I show my my pictures to Naturalist Nayaka, she often tells me that if my anatomy is off, like, or anything's off, I'll fix it. Like, I'll improve. She's trying to teach, she, or they're trying to teach me to improve. That's why I'm learning as an artist. Like, even Thomas said that my line art is good in Paint.net. See, I can sketch things, and I can do the line art, be it traditional or digital. That's what she's trying to tell you. She's trying to tell you that, like, Peyton, that you need to improve. If you want to improve as an artist, you need to ditch the tracing thing and don't trace anything else. And don't flag and block people, because it's going to prove that you're just an immature troll who doesn't accept criticism. Now, for the homophobic Christianity part, I understand, right? I understand that Christians do not allow gay people into heaven, but some Christians, yes, the key word being some, not all Christians, actually respect other people's opinions. And that's fine. Like, if you don't like gay people, if you're a Christian and you don't like gay people, then, like, you don't need to tell people that you don't like gay people. You don't need to be homophobic. Just keep it to yourself. And just, like, leave the couple alone. Leave the gay or lesbian couple alone if you're going to attack them for that. Now, as you all know, the one person that you should have seen my conversation with in that video I made before, that was not Memphis, that I think you all know who I am talking about. Now, he said that Christians who are homophobic, which I agree, because some Christians are homophobic. Some can be, like, homophobic by Bible means or homophobic in the rude means and try to use biblical texts or Christianic views to bully other gay people, which is, like, not right. They say that Christians should be put in concentration camps and should be gassed. Now, I do not agree with this wholeheartedly because, one, that's just being a dick. Because being scummy back to, you know, Christians is basically disgusting. I get that Peyton was being homophobic, yeah, but in all honesty, if, like, he's technically a troll. He's not like he's basically a delusional troll who thinks he's a Pokemon. And he believes that that gay people shouldn't be together. He's basically being homophobic. He's saying that they should burn in hell and they should go to church, calling them disgusting faggots and stuff like that. But, like, Peyton is not an actual Christian. He's not what I deem a Christian, because a Christian actually respects other people's opinions. Hell, like, the church down the road, the church, behind my grandma's house, would actually respect, Christian views. And trust me, there has been many versions of the Bible that have been rewritten and redone. That's why. And I understand to all the people who have been attacked, many people have done their own response journals, done their own journals on PeytontheRiolu, but I'm sure he's either ignored them or called them trolls, or just stated that they're just defending the LGBT community and calling them, saying that they're committed a sin. Being gay or lesbian is a choice. It's a choice, Peyton. It's not like the devil's work or whatever mumbo jumbo you think it is. It's not the devil's fault that they are gay. It's their choice. And you need to respect that, Peyton. And if you can't respect that, then, in all honesty, I really think you need some medical help, because I literally can't understand why you would go to this extent to just attack people for being gay or something like that. Because that's not fair. And that's not fun. And that's not right. That's just being a troll, being homophobic, and being a massive dick. And to my final words to PeytontheRiolu, what is my overall thoughts of him? Well, Mr. PeytontheRiolu is basically a homophobic twat. He thinks that gay people and lesbian people, the LGBT community should burn in hell. He thinks that the LGBT community is a sin, and so on and so forth. Man, I really do not like this person. Now, here's to all the people who Peyton attacked. It's not your fault, right? It's just Peyton, alright? He's just being a little idiot. He's just being an idiot, alright? Peyton is just being a troll, and since he's deactivated, you don't have to worry about him anywhere, because he's deactivated. See? It solved itself. Because if you want to be gay, lesbian, transgender, queer, that's okay. It's your choice. Nobody's forcing you to be what you want. It's your choice. If people don't accept you, just so you know, there will always be people that will love you, that will care for you, and that will make you feel special. And that's what I've been told. You are not a follower. You are a leader. That's what my mom said to me, whenever I was upset or something like that. Whenever I was bullied. Because if she found out that I was gay or bi or lesbian or anything like that, she would still love me and care for me, and she would be like any other normal mother. She would accept me. Sure, my dad wouldn't accept me, but I'm sure he would grow to it. Because, like I said before, there will always be people. There will be a certain amount of people that will not like you or will have different views than you. But just so you know, there will always be someone that will love you and that will care for you for your life. I'm JamaicanEdgy08, and this has been my thoughts on PeytontheRiolu, and basically what I just talked about. So enjoy the rest of the Freedom Planet gameplay, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.